Good morning, hello, good evening, or whatever time of day it is. Welcome to my second video in English. It is a special video because it's nearly just and only for the UK and USA market. I would like to show you a problem with the compound rest when you want to use Multifix. At first I have to tell you a little bit about the compound rest here in Europe and the systems, and then you will see that we have a different in the style of the compound rest. What you see here is a normal compound rest of an European machine. We just have a bolt here. When you see the history, it is just a bolt because in the past it was a clamp here and you put the tool directly on the compound rest, on the surface of it. And now when you see the compound rest of a machine from UK or USA, then you see these are different. The history about this is, I think it's very easy. It comes from the British side. The British machines, or a lot of them, have a T-slot like this. Machines of Harrison, Colchester, Myford. Why? Well, the answer is very easy. They have an own quick change tool post system. The British people have Dixon. Okay, so the size, the shape is a square. And when you go to the American market and you see the American machines, then you see also a lot of this type. This is Aloris. Oh, here you can see Aloris. It's also a square. Or you can see Dorian. It's very similar. It's also a square. And when we look now for Multifix, then we see that the centerpiece is round. And out of this we have a problem. If you see just the centerpiece, this complete area, and you compare to the square, then you see when you have a square, you have a much bigger contact to your compound rest. And so if you have a system like this, it doesn't matter that you have a big T-slot or a wide T-slot, because you have enough contact here on the side. Let us see the concept of Multifix, which is totally different. I have two of the old ones here. Okay, and we're talking now about here. I made a picture to show you in a better way. Look at this. It's looking very nice. Maybe even you can say complicated. So we see now a second one. Huh? The question is why? Funny to see is following. Watch. We have here the beginning of the triangle. I come a little bit more close. And when you follow this one, you see this one, okay? Like a record. Huh? And when you see the other one, it is the same, but looks the direction. It's going in a different way. So we have one clockwise and the other one is counterclockwise. Both are from produced by the inventor of the system. how it's today. Today it's different because I think you will agree. To make this is complicated. Complicated means expensive. Today it looks different. Today you have just one reel. Also here you have like a record. It's not many reels, it's only one reel. Now the question, why? What is the secret of this? Okay, now we have to go a little bit in the theory. When you mount the tool post on the compound rest, then you tighten up the nut. And it's stable, or maybe not so stable, but let us say it's stable. The force which is working there is the frictional connection. It is just 2 against. And the best way would be to come to a form closure. So how to do this? If you believe it or not, the shape of the Multifix give to you a form closure. Look at this picture. I hope you can see it. I try to move a little bit. Maybe you can see the reels here. This is the surface of my compound rest on my lathe. And when you go with a fingernail over it, you feel it. You can feel that there are reels inside. So what happened is, because the frictional connection, you get an additional form closer. And this is the concept of Multifix, to hold the tool post in a stable position, even it is only so small. In this way, it's not, no, of course it's possible to turn, but you need a lot of power. So, and this is the reason that it is so important to have a full contact between the centerpiece of the tool post and the surface of the compound rest. Let us see the T-slot again. If you use this one, you don't have the full contact, because here is nothing. So even if when you have a T-nut inside, you don't have a complete contact. So what is the solution now? The solution now is, if you want to make it perfect, then you make a matching T-nut. Or I don't know, T-nut is not the correct name. What is it? A slide? I don't know. You know what I mean. And you don't have to make a T. It is maybe too complicated for somebody who has no mill. It is just enough when you have it to fill up here. And then you mount this one. This is what I recommend. You mount it to the bottom. And to fix it, you can use normal screws, Allen screws. Here's with a countersink head. Or you take one with a flat head if you don't have enough space. Or if you have enough space, of course you can take also the regular shape of these screws. So after this, you have to mill off the complete surface of the compound rest. And bingo, you have the perfect preparation for your Multifix. If you want to mount the Multifix, you just need a bolt or a screw, doesn't matter. Make in the compound rest a hole and a thread and put the screw inside. And you will see it will work perfect. if you don't want to do anything, there is one additional possibility. Normal, a Multifix tool post has 2 holes. My tool post, the centerpiece of my tool posts have 3. The reason for 3 is a different one. Every hole is in a different angle of 3 degrees to the next one, but this is a different story. So you have holes here. And I recommend this position. So if you now try to imagine where is the slot, then the slot is here, right? So it depends now how big is the slot. If you don't want to make the piece in the middle for the slot, then you have to use 2 of the holes, and you have to use a locking or fitting pin, so it's not possible to turn anymore. Okay, so that's it about the concept of Multifix and why I always recommend to fill up the T-slot to have a perfect mounting of the system and a perfect stable system. Have a nice day.